Sophie, are you mad at me? It's been so long since our last meeting.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? We've met time after time in every bad dream you had as a child.
Hey all you cool creatures, I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel. Today we are continuing and finishing the Boogie Man. Last time, if you recall, we saved the Grundlers and we found David. Now we are looking for his wife, Shirley, and our wife, Helena. Now, because this is a horror game that deals with some fairly dark elements, I have content warnings for you, which include blood and gore, various kinds of death and murder, unaliving oneself, mentions of self-harm, a few cases of ableist language, animal death, and swearing. Viewer discretion is advised. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So, let's see. I think we got a key. That's right, we got the chapel key specifically. This might be it. It is. All right, so what? Uh-oh.
Shirley! Hold it.
Hey there, it's the dynamic duo again.
Oh, hey there. It's you again.
You! Stay back, he's armed.
Ooh, I'm shaking. David? Oh, are you mad, I wonder? Sorry to tease you back there, but I know how it feels when you don't know if a loved one is safe. It's truly distressing. Now, don't look behind you. But David, oh David, you're demanding something you can never have. You know everyone will always leave you. So why do you struggle so?
What are you saying? Get away from Shirley, now!
Very well, I will open your eyes. Men are always led astray by women. This is what the evil ones deserve.
Get back. Shirley!
Oh shit.
Hey. David, can you untie the ropes? Oh, good. They're too tight.
Uh-oh. He's gonna die. Shoot. Do I have anything to use? Nope. Oh. Jeez. Okay. I will figure this out, but oh, you know what? Oh, God. Okay. She's gonna die this first time, don't worry. We will get this. Yep. I feel like I've missed something, so I'm gonna look around real quick before I go to Shirley. Okay. That ain't it. So we need a way to free her. And so far, the items that I have cannot. Oh, perfect. That's what I need. Let's try this again. This time we are prepared, I think.
David, use this. Shirley! Hey! Wake up! Shirley!
Well done, David. I knew you'd leap right in there. How you holding up? Good? But boy, I just don't get you. You oughta just dump her, the same way her parents dumped her. She never needed you for anything anyway.
Excuse you? That is messed up.
Huh?
Once a loner, always a loner, David. Two loners getting together to feel secure. Pretty hollow, don't you think? Here I thought you'd know the sorrow of needing someone to lean on and the bother of being needed. But you and her, it just doesn't work. You're abandoning her.
What do you know?
What do they say again? That's right. Like father, like son.
Also, now I figure since he was coughing, he probably is a regular person. I don't know how he's doing some things, but just a hunch.
Shut up!
Oh well, if you won't take my advice, then let death do you part. I'll make it a dramatic one for you. Might as well. I'll be taking my leave then. Wouldn't want to disturb you two having a hot moment.
Secure their safety. How? I have... Oh! Wow! Ooh, fire axe. Sweet! Control panel. Hopefully that did something. Oh, he left this unlocked. Sweet, okay. Alright, I'm coming for y'all. Shoot, did I mess that up? Let me... Ah, not what I meant. Oh, I can do that. Oh, hey.
David, can you make it to the ladder?
No way. The flames are too much.
Stay there. I'll take care of them.
Oh, hey. Light from the flames comes through a crack in the wall. Alright. There we go. Gee, it only took me a few tries. Okay. We saved them both as well.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine, thanks. But Shirley isn't waking up.
Only fainted. Let's carry her to the safe room.
Shirley!
David, where am I? Your arm, it's burnt. Are you okay? What happened?
I'm glad you're okay.
What's wrong? What? I see. All that while I was out like a dunce, huh?
Oh, surely it's not your fault.
But what matters is that you are safe, Shirley.
Same to all of you. So the only one who hasn't been found is...
Helena.
I'll go find her. Don't leave the room.
Wait, Keith, I'll go with you.
Oh?
It's not safe for anyone to act alone at any rate. What if something happened out there?
I'm telling you, don't.
But
Don't you ever forget your duty. What is that woman to you? You're gonna leave her to come with me? Get a grip. You have to protect her.
Shirley?
I understand. I just have to beat the crap out of that bag-wearing weirdo if he comes by, right? Simple enough. Be careful out there, David.
I love Shirley. I loved her since the Crooked Man.
You do that, Shirley. Let's go.
Hey,
Keith. Find Helena quickly. Please.
are you stupid? What are you even thinking?
I'm not stupid, but I am thinking. Yeah, I'm uneasy when I don't know if Shirley's okay, but I know she'll be fine there with the others.
You've got a tough wife?
Yeah, I usually lose when we get in fights, too. So, what about Helena?
I don't know.
By the way, I do believe that I am gonna have to go back and get some stuff if I want, like, the, one of the endings, but luckily I'm not going for that one first, because that is going to be a process. Shiny. Oh, that seemed dangerous.
Don't tell me. You're going to walk along those?
There's no other path. Don't like it? Leave.
I like how David has the blue over his face to show that he's actually scared. Which, I mean, I don't blame him. I would be scared doing this too. Oh. Small wooden rocking horse. Bookshelves loaded with books. Dried flowers hang on the wall. A large bed with a canopy. This is a nice room. Even if it is a kid's room, it's very nice. A music box. Let's dance to the piano. There's an old book on the desk. It's a diary with girly handwriting. Obtain child's diary. Father gave me some wonderful presents today. A clown doll, a music box, and a grand piano. He said the three are all part of a set. The doll laughs if you turn its key. Today, one of the servants was singing a song in their savage language. Well, I skipped over that. Let's read this again. I decided that rather than tell Father, I would ask what it meant. It goes as such. The sun shines on the mountains, the wind blows between the trees. The wind rustles the flowers and glitters from the moonlight. It may be uncivilized, but I must say I'm exceptionally fond of it. I was bored today, so I asked one of the servants 4 of their names. They were profoundly bizarre. I could never hope to remember such names. Apparently his name had the meaning of flower, but he wouldn't tell me what the others meant. How impertinent he was with me. I took offense and decided to tell Father. He was rightly enraged. You little shit. Ah! How dare he teach such vile words to my darling daughter, he said. This morning as I stepped outside, a strong wind blew and along came the head of that servant from the other day. Without thinking, I said to myself, how dirty, and kicked it away. When I told Father of it, he had the head burned at once. He supposed it may be good fertilizer for the fields. but a head that speaks such uncivilized language? I would think not. What horrible people! Wow, that made me uncomfortable. A large clown toy. There's a small hole in the back. Okay, so if it's part of a set, I can take that key from the music box. A pile of old storybooks. One of the books is open. 16th evening. Punchinello. I know a Punchinello, the moon said. The audience rejoices whenever he appears. Every movement he makes is so comical that it brings roars of laughter in the house. The theater was his ideal world. If he had been tall and handsome, he might have become a great tragedian on any stage. I hope I pronounced that right. I know it means tragedy actor, but his soul was filled with all that was heroic and great. Still, it was his fate to be a Punchinello. His very sadness, his melancholy, heightened the dry wit of his sharply drawn face, and aroused the laughter of a vast audience, which lustily applauded its favorite. The last page of the chapter is torn out. Small piano. I was correct. It's a horrible laugh. And she unlocked an achievement called Jack in the Box, which, I mean, rightfully so. Alright. Through here, I guess. Gosh, this is dark. This is a dining room of sorts, it looks like. Ah. A corpse tied to a chair. A grand piano. There's a keyhole on the cover, but has a strange shape.
You okay?
Sorry, I just felt kinda...
I don't expect you to be unfazed by a sight like that. Sorry, I couldn't tell till I got close. You know, that corpse was strange.
Strange? How so?
The other servants were found dead in what looked like living spaces, but this one's way out here. Not to mention I found this on the floor.
Ammunition? So they were shot?
All the others were caught unaware and stabbed. This one was tied to a chair and shot in the head. Seems it was a struggle to the bitter end.
Oh dear.
Is this just for show too? I think we get the idea by now.
I'm not too sure either. But yeah, it's odd that he'd use a gun. I wonder why that is.
Damn it. I should be able to figure this out. God, this feels awful. I feel like I'm missing something. Something I should realize with some thought, but I'm just not noticing. My brain just hasn't been working lately.
Why's that?
I guess because I'm not enough of a man to solve two problems at once.
Alright, hopefully this fits in the piano as well. Guess we'll find out. You can't go with David into rooms with corpses. Well. Okay, that's gonna be a puzzle. old globe. A painting hangs on the wall. There's a small engraving on the frame. Alright. This is probably tied to that puzzle, so I might have to write this down real quick. Unless they are on the battleground, the foolish soldiers shall not move an inch, and lined up in their camps gladly stay put. Even the gatekeepers will sleep on the job. Well, there was nothing to write down, so... Ah, there's a chessboard on the table with some pieces on it. Alright, hopefully this does it. What about this room? Locked. Okay, then we have to go this way. Oh boy, it's a sliding puzzle, even worse. White flag. Alright, let me see. Oh my gosh, this is... Shoot. Can I reset this? You need to go over here. There we go. Well, at least it's not a full set, so this is a little bit easier. I think that's right. And nope, I did not. Oh! I did! Cool. A wooden nameplate. It says, I'm so sorry, I'm probably gonna mispronounce these. An old wooden stool. Dirty plate. Filthy bed. A candle stand. A grate over a hole. Nothing is inside. Instead of embarrassing myself, I'm just gonna not read it. A scrap of paper. It looks very old. Got a stale piece of paper. I guess that's one way to put it. I didn't actually check the grate in here. Nothing. This is horrible. Is this where... It's where they were kept? Yeah. Oh no.
Sophie, where are you? Sophie, come on.
Richard?
Sophie, where are you? Sophie. Sophie. Sophie, where are you?
Richard's voice isn't
Sophie, come
coming
on.
from
Sophie,
here.
Where are you? Sophie.
Richard!
Keith! David! Do you know where Sophie is?
She's gone?
I just looked away for a second and she wasn't there. I can't find her anywhere. He might have kidnapped her.
Calm down. Start from the top.
Telling such a thoughtful papa just to calm down won't do any good, you know.
Where?
You! Did you take my daughter? Where's Sophie?
Ah, Richard. So scared your daughter will leave this world as soon as you're not looking. Just like your wife was robbed from you by a robber's gun.
Whoa!
Don't listen to him, Richard.
Your wife was such a cheerful and lively lady, Richard. But the truth is, she was an unbelievable idiot, leaving herself in the care of a useless man like you. But it must have been a happy death. Just one bang, and she was gone. And what a beloved daughter she left behind. You fawn over her so. A real memento of your dear wife, yes. But humans do tend to die so easily, as I'm sure you're well aware.
Stop it!
Calm down, Richard. Don't listen to a word he says.
Oh, poor Richard. Alas, the Grundlers are down to just one Grundler. But don't you cry. You'll be the Grundlers again soon. In hell.
Jeez. Edgy much, huh?
Don't you dare insult my family!
Yeah, you tell him, Richard.
What did you do with Sophie? Give her back this instant. If you even lay a finger on her, I'll... You monster!
Richard, settle down.
Well, I guess I'd better go. Cute little Sophie is waiting for me.
Don't you touch her.
Let's head back to Lance and Shirley.
I'm so sorry. I never even noticed she was gone.
And where was she?
The bathroom. Thought she had to take a piss, but she never came back out. So we busted down the door and she'd fled the coop.
A window with iron bars. Even breaking the glass wouldn't let you get out. And there's a cliff, so you can't come in from outside. Small shelves, there's nothing inside. A sink seems to work fine. Toilet, there's...
She's a little bigger than a dead goldfish.
Yes. Goldfish girl unlocked another achievement. Oh.
That little brat. Shirley, you think you can get in the vent above the bathtub?
Way too tight. My shoulders won't even fit. She's small enough that she could have, though.
You mean Sophie snuck out on her own?
You couldn't sneak in through the windows. It's a sheer cliff outside. And I checked the rooms for any weird tricks when we first came in. The rim of the bathtub has marks made by heels, and some dust fell from the vent above. So she must have climbed up on the tub to get in there. That scrawny, delicate girl could easily crawl through.
He really doesn't like her much, does he?
Richard, wait! You can't go alone!
Please let me go. That fiend has Sophie in his grasp. We need to find...
Not yet, he doesn't. He's the kind of guy who puts out corpses for show. If he'd caught Sophie, he'd gladly flaunt it, I'm sure. He must have overheard Richard looking for Sophie and decided to meddle. We'll find her before he does. Come on, David.
And me too.
You stay here. You're out of sorts right now. If you tried anything sudden, I couldn't guarantee your safety.
Wait! Please. You must find her for me.
We will.
She's my one and only daughter. After my wife passed away, I couldn't look her in the eye for quite some time. But still, she's grown to be a wonderful girl. She's my pride and joy. If anything happened to her, I'd...
Sorry.
Keith, what the hell? This man is grieving.
We'll find her. Just wait for us.
He did have a really mean look on his face, though. Oh, God. Oh. Well, that's been blocked off, hasn't it? I didn't even realize that. Alright, we have to go find her, I guess. I have no idea where she would be, but, you know, we get to walk around this scenic castle, come across corpses, all that lovely stuff. Bookshelves loaded with books. Expensive looking shelves. There are old cigars and pipes inside. A diary. The tongue in which these slaves speak is like, dear lord. I'm uncomfortable reading this. This language they use is so offensive. But it does tell me how to pronounce it. Okay. Probably is important. Possibly. Oh yeah, what does the stale paper say? I do not know. Something's... Ooh, another one. Let's see. Oh, comparing the paper with the diary entry, you got the gist of what it says. Fellow prisoners, we will bear this no more. It is time we stand up against this tyrant. We will fight for our companions laboring on the outside. I have obtained a key that will let us get outside. We will wait until night, enter the garden, and join with our fellows in the fields. We will watch vigilantly and take the castle for ourselves. The four of us will pass the key from one to another each day, in the same order as the song our people know. What is the song? It's in here. Mountains, trees, flowers, moonlight. I do the other one, by the way. My companion, I am to enter the dungeon. It is that tyrant's daughter's mouth to blame. I know that my head will be taken off. Displayed outside as a warning. I'm sorry I was unable to hand it off to you. Please be careful. Which means there's a key somewhere. And his name had been... Alright, what was his name? Flower. This is it. Something is stuck to the back of the grate. Yes. And where would this key go? Their room. See, there's a door that's locked still, right? Alright, give me a minute. This is probably it. A rusted iron door which won't open. It seems to be locked. A closed valve. Don't know what this does, but I'm doing it. I just saved beforehand anyways. It's not a big deal. Wow, this is a lot of stairs. Vines. Water pours out of the hole in the wall, filling the depression in the floor. Ah. This is probably what the valve has to do with, but... Well, we're outside.
Sophie?
Why did it have to be like this? On our first vacation in ages. Wonder if Helena's okay.
Oh, it's Sophie. Is something the matter?
Why did you marry Mr. Keith, Helena?
Why do you ask that?
Lately, I felt like my heart doesn't ever beat fast anymore. I can think people are great and all, but that's it. I can't get excited about them like I used to. It's like I forgot how to love. David and Shirley get along really well, so I'm jealous. And I don't want to be by myself forever. So I'd like to know why you and Mr. Keith decided to get together, Helena.
You know, love is like a jewel. It's buried deep in a person's heart, and one day you just dig it up.
Sophie gave her jewel to a unicorn.
Feelings like love and sympathy can create all different kinds of jewels, though jealousy, anger, and pride can shatter them too. Have you ever found such a jewel?
Yeah, but I got rejected.
Don't worry, you'll find it again. I hope you can make a wonderful jewel someday.
So what's your jewel like, Helena?
Mine is already complete. I don't want to meddle with it anymore. I just want to keep it deep in my heart. It's so windy. Your hair's a mess, young lady. We should get back inside.
No. No.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's go.
I doubt this goes outside. Must go somewhere else in the castle. Alright.
Dead end, alright. I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go, but hey. Doesn't hurt to look, right? Well, that took me in a circle. I don't know how she's brave enough to do this. Then again, I am claustrophobic, so doing something like this would just destroy me. Not a big fan of mazes. At least not like this. Alright. Light seeps through the grate. There's a room below.
It opened. I can get out here.
Cool.
Ow! That hurt. Glad I'm out of there.
Poor kid didn't even land on the bags of stuff.
Okay, now I have to find Helena.
There's a key on the rack. Aw, yeah. Locked shelves. Hmm. There we go. There's nothing inside. Of course not.
Ugh, something smells funny in here. Is something there?
Hi there, sweetie.
Ew. Leave her alone, please.
You've been a bad girl, Sophie. Why do you want to make your father cry? Perhaps you wish to see your mother again.
Where's Helena?
Sophie, are you mad at me? It's been so long since our last meeting.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember? We've met time after time in every bad dream you had as a child.
I mean, okay, so I do recall the boogeyman from, the Sandman. I feel like our antagonist isn't, but...
I'll take you to the world inside the closet. But first, we need to play some more. Why don't you look after my pets?
Oh dear.
They're a bit hungry, but they're lively pups. Have fun. Take your time.
Cute little doggies. I'm busy right now, so why don't we play later? Ah! No! Stay away from me, you stupid dogs!
I'm actually gonna let her die. Because that's one of the endings. Two, actually. Cool. Whew. Oh yeah. Too tall to climb, too tall. This sucks. Can you get back up there, Sophie? Oh, 10 more seconds. Oof. Beep. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh, thank God.
Papa.
Okay, we did let her die.
Sophie! Sophie. Sophie, please.
Sophie, get up. Sophie. Sophie!
This can't be real, right?
Well, sadly, that is for a couple of the endings, so this was a necessary evil.
Let's go see Richard. We can't just leave her here.
Poor Richard. Oh no.
thank you for finding my daughter.
Tell me where you're going.
I'll kill him. He killed my daughter.
Wait,
Just let me go! Keith, you're a detective. You've seen parents whose children were killed, haven't you? And haven't they said the same, that they want to kill the one who killed their children? Revenge is my duty as her father!
Fair.
David. Bring me a curtain and a towel. I'm sorry.
Poor man.
Forgive me, Richard. Lance, checking on him from time to time.
Why'd you tie him up?
I checked, and there's no razors or scissors, but there are mirrors and windows. Make sure they don't get broken. And don't take out the gag. You might chew off his tongue.
Isn't there any other way?
Tell me if you've got a better idea.
Piece of shit.
Where are you going?
Just going to stay by the guy's side. You not gonna allow that either?
David, you stay here. I don't want you jabbing me in the back, too.
I wouldn't do that. I know you didn't want to do it this way. I feel so bad for Richard, but there's not much else we can do. What can you even do? I'm coming too. We have to find Helena, and quick.
Do as you like.
David.
Why don't you do what I tell you to? Haven't I told you not to play in here? What if a pot or a knife fell on you?
Sorry, Dad.
No. Did they have a child? Oh no.
So, why were you playing around here?
I was playing policeman, and, it's snowing today.
So?
This mat here is white and fluffy, like snow. So...
Do you want to join the police, Todd?
Yeah, I want to be a policeman like you, Dad.
Well. But a policeman has to follow the rules. A boy who breaks rules can't join the force. It's the law.
Well, unless you have connections, right?
Oh, Todd knows.
Connections? Who taught you a word like that?
You did, Dad.
Well then, you'll join the force with your connections. That's a lame way to do it.
Lame?
Yeah, some of my buddies got in by connections, but they're all dumb, unpopular, and really lame to boot. You want to be a lame policeman, Todd?
Keith, that sort of language is really uncool.
Nuh-uh, I'll be a cool policeman.
And no relying on connections, or playing pretend in the kitchen. Mom should be back from shopping soon. Let's go meet her.
Okay, don't want Mom to run into any swindlers. Dad and I'll protect her.
Swindlers? Now who taught you that one?
You did, Dad.
Right. Well, let's go.
What are you?
Are we taking the car?
What are you teaching your child, Keith?
I've got a better idea.
Oh.
Ow!
Oops, sorry.
Keith? What's the matter?
Just thinking about my son.
You have a son?
He's dead.
That's so sad. All right. haven't any idea where to go next. Oh wait, maybe I do. Hold on.
David, let me ask a favor.
My neck's gonna break.
Hey, quit shaking. Don't you work out at all?
Why are you trying to get up there anyway?
That big-headed freak. He's always vanishing when there's no way out, and appearing from nowhere too. He's clearly using routes we don't know about. I need to learn more about them. This wall's been painted over, so I'm sure there's a path up ahead.
That doesn't explain using me as a footstool. Climb up there and get your weight off my shoulders.
Lance could have worked, but I wouldn't push a wounded guy. And for your information, only 3% of that weight is fat. So excuse you.
Oof. Poor David.
Toss me your lighter. I'll look ahead. Don't move from that spot. Shout for me if anything happens.
All right. Small door in the ceiling. Pile of jute bags. Oh, I know where this is. We've been here before. Aren't you gonna answer that? Come on. Ugh. Fine. Guess we just let it ring. You keep going under. Owl. Detergent. Russian mop. An old man's corpse. The body's decayed and maggots are starting to swarm. It's probably been months. Something's next to the corpse. Rusted key. All right. I unlocked an achievement called The Victims, which I assume means I have found all the victims now. A rusty iron door. It seems to be locked from the other side. A rusty key for a rusty door, right? No? Oh, it's locked from the other side. Okay. It's more sewer up ahead. No need to keep going. Probably have to go back, but we shall see. The people... Let's see. The people who have crippled you, you want to see them burn. Crumpled balls of paper. Dick Anderson, age 39, job, assistant police inspector, robbery/murder division, family, wife, 2 children. The rest has been torn off. So he was after Keith's boss. Shelves, they're filled with miscellaneous items. What? I heard footsteps.
Thanks for the letter.
I feel like I missed something.
There was another corpse. I think one of the servants. Been dead a few months.
A few months? Isn't that kind of odd?
Yeah, it is. It's not like he got stuck there and couldn't get out. He was clearly murdered with a knife. What a ridiculous place. I never wanted to come somewhere so shady.
What about it is shady?
Since when are there castles in this country? I thought something was up the moment my boss told me about the castle tour.
Technically, there are a few.
Then I found out it's the mansion of some European guy from the colonial era, and it's got a history of Native American persecution to boot.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You can't open this kind of place to the public. You wouldn't get a tourist trap, you get a lawsuit. The tribes that got persecuted here are still around.
Ugh.
What was that Brendan guy even thinking? Guess we'll never know now.
If you were suspicious, then why did you come?
Because Helena wanted to. But had I known it was this bad, no way. I wouldn't want her to learn this kind of bloody history.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. This entire place is just awful.
With a month off, I could have taken her anywhere, but I chose here. And then this happens.
So, it was for Helena. You never seemed to pay her much mind, so I thought you didn't even like her, honestly.
I wanted to pay her more attention, but I couldn't. My subordinate kept calling so much, I couldn't catch a break.
Detectives have it rough. They're still cool, though.
I'm on vacation, so I'm just a plain old guy right now. Come on, let's go.
Trying to remember, where was... I think we have to go back to where Sophie had been. I don't remember where that is.
Keith, I can't. I just can't go in there.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sorry, David. All you want to hear is a ringtone. Damn, he's really coming for all of us. Won't open. It seems caught on something on the other side. I guess we have to find a way around.
You're more heartless than I thought, David.
Is he behind there?
Don't mind him. Let's go.
Your mother's crying down in hell, you know.
Oh, screw you, sir.
Can't you hear your mother's pitiful wails? Why did my dear Davy leave me alone? I don't want to be alone. Please don't leave me alone. Davy, oh Davy.
Calm down. Don't listen to him.
David, doesn't it hurt leaving your mother all by herself? A real thoughtful son. He'd go to be by her side right away. Or do you feel relieved? To hell with that weak woman who always clung to you.
Let go. I won't let him talk like that.
Settle down. Don't open that door.
Let go!
You stupid brat! You don't listen to a word, do you? Never listens, never learns. Must have put your old man through a lot of trouble.
What's that?
I said your father must have had it real hard with you. Jumping into danger alone, following when I tell you to stay. That's not being a brat. I don't know what is.
David is not your son.
Say that one more time.
So it's not just your eyes that are busted, but your ears too? Or is it your head to blame? Getting riled up over every little thing. Think punching me will calm you down? Then go ahead.
Let's go.
Oh boy. That was messed up, though. Well, we have an axe. Oh no! Alright, let's try this again. The arrow is stuck in the door. There's a small key attached. Got a small key. Cool. Nothing. Bogus. Totally bogus, dudes. There's a large crossbow attached to the table. Opening the door cut a wire which fired it. That makes sense. Nothing in the shelves. Alright. I will figure out where we need to do the small key.
Hey there, David.
He just doesn't give up, does he?
What are you looking up at? Look down below.
Oh my god.
Ah, I finally got you snared. That detective was a bit too perceptive earlier. Killing you would put me at a big advantage. A critical hit to the detective. Oh, this is getting good.
Gas?
Exactly. This may sting a bit, David, but not for long. Now hurry, Batman. Robin's gonna be a canary.
Okay. There we go. I don't know where the thing is, actually. Alright, where do I go? Ah, this is where the rusty key goes. No. That seems dangerous. No. Locked. Yeah. Many knives are situated in the hole in the wall. You see a key hanging on the other side. No. However, we may fail this time around if not fast enough. I failed. Alright, let's try that again. We are not doing that. That is dangerous. We know that it's a trap. Aha, that's right. Yes. I think that's the correct way to do it. Something to cover our hand, if you will. Yep. Get it. Got a bronze key. I think that was correct.
Stay. What are you doing? Hurry.
Oh no.
You can do this. Just walk. Once you're out of here, you'll be fine. Hey, come on, walk. David. David, open up. David. 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 David.
Oh gosh. Poor man.
I want an enemy.
You've got those all over the place. Ain't the guy who just shot you in the head an enemy? Everyone you ever had to shoot was one too.
They're all fakes. They're all smiling. I want an enemy. One that if I can kill them, and put an end to all these stupid incidents.
Well, there is one of those. In here. Aim a shot in there, and you could kill him. Of course, it'd be a victory for you, but it'd be a loss, too. So you just gotta put up with all these small-minded guys instead. We're almost at the hospital. Hope it's not too crowded.
It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Who are you? Why are you smiling?
This is incredibly rough. I wanted a good old-fashioned horror game, but oh my gosh, this is really hard to play through. I am not even gonna lie. I am frustrated and sad. This one is very emotionally difficult. Don't act like you didn't know, it's just the way it goes. Self-control breaks down. I want to slash and beat you. Not my fault. Someone help me. I'm fabricating. Oh, well. He's really getting in our head, isn't he? Ah, my favorite painting.
Stop it. Stop it! Excuse me. Bearing here? Yes, that's right. I'll be there.
No, this is gonna be what happened to his son, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Mr. Baring, sorry to have called you. Your wife said she couldn't look, but we need you to confirm.
Oh god. This is so sad.
It's my son.
Are you sure?
He's wearing the clothes from this morning. My wife sewed his name on then. Todd Baring. Check behind the neck.
Oh gosh.
You have my deepest condolences. Sign here. We'll send you a pamphlet for a mortician. Refer to it if you wish. Thank you. There's a nurse waiting outside. Tell them if you need any help. Now, please excuse me.
Helena. It's me.
Hey, Keith, you off loitering somewhere? You gotta hurry. The suspect's on the move. Head for Wellington Street. Got it?
God. No, please.
Don't go. Stay with me.
No. You couldn't just hug her or something? That's one of Hieronymus Bosch's paintings? Iron gate, the door is locked. Uh-oh. Should I not have done that? I was just like, oh, lever, let's pull it. Whoops. I see. It brings up the stairs. So what do I do? Probably a puzzle like everything else. I don't know if that changed anything. Oh, well, that's open. Oh,
Oh dear. Now I've done it. I thought I'd get the drop on you, but you're always going off somewhere or another, so I couldn't keep up. What an awful curtain closer. But hey, that's how it goes. I've done a lot of harm murdering, and you've done a lot of harm protecting. Life doesn't always go the way you want it, don't you know? Detective, can I ask a question? Who took away the stairs?
no. Well, that's one way to take care of it.
Keith! Keith! Helena! Where'd they get to? Those guys okay?
No, they're not okay.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard the situation. I'm talking with him now. Hey, hold on. Can you just give me some more time? What? Tell him to go do it himself. Don't be stupid. Sure, he's a detective, but he's a victim here. If you want to hear it straight from him, you tell him that yourself. Why did it have to be her? I can't just say these things happen, can I? It's always on my mind, you know. Guys like us live all bold, but good people keep dying right in front of us. And there's nothing we can do about it. To hell with this. With all of this. Don't hold it in, Keith. You can cry now.
I didn't cry when my son died.
cave.
Show yourself.
Boy, that was awful.
How?
But hey, guess it worked out okay in the end. Now I'm able to meet you again. You've got a gloomy look there, detective. Was killing me not enough? Worried about your wife, maybe? Don't worry, she's doing just fine on the other side. With your son, too.
Give it back.
Give what back?
My wife. My son. Give back my family!
It wasn't me.
It was you!
Detective, so you can't even cry normal tears, huh? Give them back? But didn't you just throw it all away? You always focused on your enemy, the one you knew was lurking somewhere. Didn't you notice the ones clinging to your feet? I'm sure you did, but you pretended you didn't, for the sake of your petty, miserable pride. You just pushed them away. I just picked them up. This was how it would always go down, sooner or later. All along, you never even knew. I guess I'll tell you. I am the boogie. The boogie in your head.
Oh my god. Alright. Bad end one. Boogie's fine tonight. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna go back and get the other endings. It's probably gonna be all the bad ones because they're gonna be the easiest to get before the good one, so we are back here again. We are going to make sure David survives. That's the next one I'm gonna go for. And then there's gonna be one where I believe Sophie survives and he dies. If I am doing this correctly anyways. Yep. We're gonna not bleed to death this time. Yeah, that's what I did wrong. Okay. And I have to avoid those puddles. They are super dangerous. Oh no! Oh Oh, he is alive. Okay, go, go, go. At least I think so. Alright, I'm super certain I did it right this time. Yep.
Keith. Keith. Keith! Ah!
Oof.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess. But I think I got a bump on my head just now.
Good. You go back to the room. If this happens again, I can't afford to save you.
Sorry, it's my own stupidity to blame.
That's not the problem. If anything happens to you, I'm the one left with a crying Shirley.
Isn't there anyone who'd cry for you?
Maybe not anymore.
Huh?
Still want to tag along?
Yeah.
Do what you like. I'm exhausted. Ugh.
Keith, let's rest a little. If you don't take a break, you're going to...
Shut up. This isn't the time.
I'm tired, okay? Let me rest. Or are you going to drag around an exhausted citizen, detective?
Lend me your lighter. You've got one smoke to rest.
The heck is that guy anyway? How does he know about my mom and Shirley's past? It's really disturbing.
David, did you celebrate your birthday with Shirley last month? Or was it with Paul and Marion?
Oh, I scheduled a meal with Shirley, then celebrated with Paul and Marion the other... Huh. Did I ever tell you my friends' names?
Sorry about your mother. Brain tumors are like a landmine. One misstep means trouble. But I guess they don't teach you how to dodge landmines in flight school, huh?
What?
Oh, and you want to toughen your stomach for anchovies and liver. I mean, unless you want younger girls thinking that's cute or whatever.
Hold on a second. What do you know about my mom, too? And my friends in school? I never told you any of that, right?
Keep this between us. But working as a detective for 15 years, you get to know stuff. Like what someone's done in the past, just by looking at their faces.
No, that's a little exaggerated.
Maybe that big-headed freak is the same way.
You're kidding, right?
You think I'm kidding? You're a real sucker. Take care you don't get swindled someday.
What's this about? What do you know all about me?
You were taken to the police after the incident with your mother. Remember the detective who questioned you?
I was pretty dazed at the time, so I don't really remember. But it wasn't you, was it?
Oh, I see.
Eric Simpson, my subordinate. It was only an attempted crime, so he was the only one to handle you. And you know, he's got a real messy desk. He lets case files and the like pile up so high they even topple over onto my desk. I saw some files on you among them. Your history, your family, that kind of info. And your mother's diagnosis. Oh, and the ones who verified your identity were your friends Paul and Mary and Martin. I remember them well, especially because that Paul guy made a huge ruckus at the station. He was the one that ate too many chili dogs too, right?
Then the anchovies. Oh yeah, I mentioned that at dinner. But I didn't tell you I hated liver, did I?
I hate anchovies myself, and I hate liver. That's all.
Why did you make a guess for that one?
Because you're stupid enough that I thought it'd fool you.
Fair.
If you know so much about me, why didn't you say so when we first met?
Because I was suspicious of you.
Huh? Me? Why?
A year and a half ago, you found a hanged body in an abandoned house in another state. The state police came to us trying to determine the guy's identity. That's when I read your testimony, and it was real sketchy.
Sketchy? Why?
I understand you were looking for the guy who formerly lived in your apartment, but how did you track him down without even knowing his name or what he looked like? You said you followed notes, but when you were asked to show him, you said you lost them. You said you shot a man in the house, but there was no gunpowder on the gun, no dropped cartridges. Most importantly, nobody to shoot. And then you just happened to find that former tenant's corpse. You gotta know that's suspicious.
But it's true. I was led there by the notes he wrote. Once I found the body and called the police, I realized they were gone. And I did shoot someone, but I'm not sure if it was a person.
As you testified, but I guess that doesn't matter so much now. I was wary of you because of what you could have done. I didn't want to leave Helena with a madman. If you did anything even a little weird, I was going to turn around and take my wife home.
Do you still distrust me?
When we first met on the boat, I intentionally told you that I was a detective. Somebody with something to hide would be alarmed. But then you just said cool, so I was a bit less wary. You might be crazy for all I know, but you haven't shown any sign of being dangerous. Listen, everyone's got bad stuff in their past. For somebody who shouldn't know it to dig it up and use it against you, that'd agitate and anger most people. He knows that well. He's showing off what he knows to upset all of you and control your actions. He's done it to you, to Richard, to Lance.
Lance, too?
He's an ex-journalist. Took photos of that job, too. When he published articles, he signed his photos with LK. He investigated the state police during a sexual assault and murder case 3 years back, but went too far. The victim's family and civil liberties group attacked him for invasion of privacy, and he was driven out of journalism.
How do you know about all that, Keith?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I understand that those are the guy's methods, but how does he know all of our pasts in the first place?
The boogeyman lives in your closet, right? So, he's always watching. Watching when you nearly killed your mother. Watching when you were snuggling with your wife in bed.
Don't make threats like that.
He's only human. The appearance, the weapon, the info, it's all just to scare us.
You're taking it pretty well, though.
It's all cheap tactics. It's not going to scare me.
Yep, that's our detective. Nothing scares him, even though his wife might be in danger. Still calm.
If I let myself be shaken, you'd all follow suit. I can't protect anyone if I get distracted. A detective doesn't just go fishing for corpses. I've got my lousy pride and my duty. I can't just watch while someone kills people with a grin on their face.
Even if you're forsaking someone important to you?
What are you trying to say?
There's a big gap between your ideal and what you really want. It's contradictory. Isn't that painful for you? I wanted to be a pilot, but thinking about it now, I think I was just too stubborn to see anything else.
So?
You'll understand someday.
Thinking of taking a nap here? Let's go.
Keith, those things you said before, were you trying to make me angry?
I don't intend on telling anyone your history, nor your family problems. Sorry if you're still pissed.
No, it's fine. I guess I am kind of a brat.
All right. Am I missing something? Ah. Looking closely, the frame is raised a little.
Keith.
Nice. There's a dial lock on the door. Painting. An iron door, it's locked. This one's not. A statue of the Virgin Mary. Bookshelves loaded with books. A Bible. I'm gonna write those down. I'm vaguely confused. Bible passages that look like they were written by a kid. Something's written on the margins. There can't be anything like limbo. Mom and Dad say that since I haven't been baptized yet, if I die, I'll go to limbo. But there can't be a limbo. I don't want to go to limbo. I hate this meditation room too, and I really hate these Bible passages. It's much better than the closet. I really, really hate the closet. That's what I think every time I'm yelled at and go in there. But I just do the same things again, and go back in there. When I'm in the dark, cramped closet, I wonder, if I stay here forever, I wonder if I'll turn into a monster. Like a movie monster who kills his mom and dad and messes up this whole house. But when I leave the closet, I'm just me. I couldn't become a monster. I couldn't. So I always apologize to Mom and Dad. I'm sorry I was bad. I love you more than anyone in the world.
Hey, stop that, would you?
Huh?
Stop that thing. It's hurting my ears.
What does?
Your phone! I hate hearing phones ring. It's yours, right? Make it stop already!
Calm down.
Make it stop!
Calm down, please. Where are you hearing a phone ringing? There's no phone ringing. In fact, I think I lost my cell phone earlier. So please, calm down.
I hate it. I hate the sounds of phones.
Why?
Because it always brings bad news.
There's a scrap from a notebook on the table. Alright. 1, the genealogy of Adam. Alright. That makes it way easier. A painting. Alright. I'm vaguely confused, but I think I can get this. Yes, it was correct. Magazine from about 10 years ago. Videotape, there's an old movie title on the label. Tons of movies, both tapes and DVDs. There's a mix of old and new movies. Huh. Pretty old style of television. Video and DVD player looks relatively new. But I do not have anything to play in there. Not that it matters because I'm not going to be able to get the fully good ending anyways. I think you need some of these for that. if I'm not mistaken. And I don't have enough of them. I'm actually gonna have to go back pretty far in the game to get one of the things. All right. There's a lever on the wall to control the suspended stairs. Okay. Ah! That startled me.
Get back!
Jeez. Now where the heck do I go? Empty drink bottle. Iron door, it's locked. The suspended stairs are gone. Yes, they sure are. Okay. Maybe I have to go back to where everyone is. Which would be, can I get back there from this direction? I can't remember. Right, no, I can't. Alright. Where's everyone?
Lance? Shirley? Richard? Sophie?
What happened?
No witnesses. Not a single one.
I only just heard about it, so I don't know any details. We're talking with the police there, but they seem confused.
Like hell I'm satisfied with confused. Do you know how many deaths we have here? Come on. I'm going to the scene myself. Get everything in order, Eric.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dad? Where'd Mom go?
I don't know.
Did Mom die?
I don't know.
Are you lonely, Dad?
Yeah. But I've got you here, right? We'll sleep here until Mom comes back. You okay with it dark? Need a nightlight?
I'm fine, 'cause you're here, Dad.
What? What on earth? Is this a memory? Must be, right? I'll wait in this place where the sun never shines, where the shadows run from themselves. I'll just be waiting. Bad end 2, white room. Oh my goodness. Well, now I have one more bad end to get. All right. Now I'm gonna get the ending where Sophie lives and David dies, and then we will get the last 2 endings after that. Might take me a little while.
Ugh, something smells funny in here.
But first, we need to play some more. Why don't you look after my pets? They're a bit hungry, but they're lively pups. Have fun. Take your time.
Cute little doggies. I'm busy right now, so why don't we play later? Ah! No! Stay away from me, you stupid dogs!
Basically, to have her survive this, she needs over 30 health, which hopefully I can manage pretty quickly. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Oh, oh my god. Yes!
Stop it already! Please, stay away! No!
Oof.
Huh?
Well, that's
What?
odd.
Sophie?
David! Mr. Keith!
Dogs? Sophie, what happened in here?
That man locked me in here. He sicked those dogs on me.
Sicked them? They look asleep to me.
No, they were just up and attacking me. Then all of a sudden they fell asleep. It was really sudden. Yeah, they fell asleep so quickly, as if...
Keith?
What were you thinking?
Don't slap her. What the heck, man?
Can you even imagine how much you worried your father, you idiot?
I just wanted to find Helena.
Don't give me excuses. I told you not to leave that room. Why don't you do what?
Why don't you do what I tell you?
Keith?
Stand up. told me you'll never do anything to make your father cry again. Say it!
I'll never do it again.
Well, this really isn't endearing me to Keith any.
Let's go back.
Sophie! Oh, thank God. Keith, David, thank you so much. Sophie, why did you leave the room?
I went to look for Helena. I was just really worried.
And how worried was I when you were gone? Please, don't leave without telling me again.
Mr. Keith! I'm sorry. Thank you for coming to find me.
Don't take your eye off that brat, Richard. She'll be the death of your daughter.
David.
Why don't you do what I tell you to?
All right.
What is it?
Something's wrong.
What would that be?
He's not the Boogie Man.
Huh. This is kind of cool to get.
Don't forget, David.
Right.
Good going. Finding that girl?
Finding people is kind of my job.
Richard said nothing.
Keith, are you going in there?
Can't I?
Well,
Don't tell me you're afraid.
when I was a kid, this wild dog chased me around for like an hour.
For such a big guy, you're really a wimp.
Rude. But I did unlock an achievement.
David! David, open up! David! 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 David!
Alright. So David's gone. We should be able to get another ending. I won't lie, this game is really rough to play through. Like, the Crooked Man was emotional, and this one's definitely emotional too. And I do not like letting any of the characters die. Whoa.
Stop it. Stop it!
I've been waiting, Detective. Oh dear, what a frightening face. A glare like that. Heck, it even gets me shaking. What got you so angry? Ah, David's death, perhaps? Well, there's no need to worry there, because I'm the one who killed him. It wasn't your fault. Yes, those are the magic words. Aren't they the ones you're always telling yourself? every time you confront an innocent person's death.
I cannot get over just how utterly evil he is.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Well, fine by me, detective. You're always biting off more than you can chew, eh? But now you should be asking yourself, is it because this guy's a murderer that I want to kill him so bad? Whoa there, I know you want to make this quick, but give me a sec. Indeed, once this game is over, you can leave safe and sound. With your wife, too. Yes, your wife is just fine. Well, maybe a little hurt, you know. If you catch me, this oh-so-fun game will finally end. But that's too boring, isn't it? Now I'm going to kill you. Oh, kill me, find your wife, and go back home. That's a happy ending for you, right?
Darn. I missed some of his dialogue. Oh well. He's just monologuing like a villain, I guess. Oh my. Fuck. I'm for sure gonna die this first time. Alright, let's try again. Okay, got him. I could hit him through the wall. Killer. You know, fitting, I guess.
Precious box of yours. It smells rotten. There's a corpse in the box. You're just pretending you don't notice it.
What? A key. A key. Judging from the shape, it's probably for the iron gate.
Helena.
Keith?
Keith, thank God. I'm so glad you're alive. Keith, you're hurt. Really hurt. Let me see. Are you okay?
This is nothing, but you.
It doesn't hurt at all. It's just... I was so scared. I thought you might vanish in front of me too.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I couldn't protect you.
Oh no. Shirley, I'm so sorry.
Keith.
Let's continue our conversation. I'm gonna go with D, the bad one.
Oh no. Why?
Give me a week. I'll pack my bags.
Dude, why?
No, I'll leave.
You should stay there. You don't want to let go of the house, do you? All the memories there. A week from now, let's do dinner. I want to talk about some last things. A lot of them.
Okay, I want that too.
No more beer for you?
Yeah, I get sleepy if I drink too much.
I'll take you home tonight, so you don't have to worry about that.
No, it's fine. I need to be capable of going home alone, even if I'm drunk. Hey, do you remember this? One time, after having a lot to drink, you came home with all this food. And when you got home, you started cooking all of a sudden. I just stared in disbelief while you cooked without a word. Then you said, "Okay, eat up, good night," and fell asleep.
That's so cute.
Did that really happen?
Of course! I couldn't eat it all, so I gave it to you in the morning. And you said, "Oh, wow, luxurious. Did you make that in advance?" You didn't remember it at all. Gosh, I laughed so hard.
They could have worked out. I know they could have.
If you think that's funny, I shouldn't tell you what I got up to as a drunk student. You laughed yourself to death.
I haven't seen you laugh in forever.
Really?
If you can smile like that, then I don't need anything else.
Not even me being with you? Sorry. I'll stop. Don't cry, Helena. I want our last meeting to be a fun one.
Right.
Oh, that was sad. Oh.
Keith, it's your phone. Keith.
Don't answer it.
We're unable to take your call at the moment. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Keith, what the hell are you thinking? How can you resign and not tell me about it? I want to talk, please. Call me back, ASAP. I'm waiting.
Keith?
I don't like this. No.
A message from Mr. Anderson? So he called the home phone too. Oh, you surprised me. Where were you?
Couldn't sleep, though I thought I'd have a drink. Sorry I woke you.
Oh, God, I was worried for a second.
Though there was a bottle of spirits in here. Where'd that go?
Oh, it's in those drawers. Keith?
Helena, you should stay in this house.
Oh my God, what the hell, Keith?
Todd is here. and so am I.
Oh no. Oh.
This house was like a box full of treasures to me. Treasures more valuable than life itself. I wanted to protect them at all costs. But I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't protect them. Not Todd, not you. And yet, even knowing my powerlessness, I couldn't let things go. If you're ever born again, I'll pray you never meet me.
God. Ah. Oh God. Bad End 3, Precious Box. I was about to say, for a bad end, that sure was ending up not great, but okay. Nope, that was wrong. Alright, now I will get the next ending where both Sophie and David live, but I haven't gotten certain items that you need to get the best ending. So we'll see how that pans out. Alright. Hopefully this ending is better than the last few, even if it's not supposed to be the best one. Oh my god, this game has been incredibly emotionally draining. I am not even gonna lie. I've been enjoying it, but it is very rough to go through.
Keith!
You okay?
Yeah, I guess. But I think I got a bump on my head just now.
Good. You go back to the room. If this happens again, I can't afford to save you.
Sorry, it's my own stupidity to blame.
That's not the problem. If anything happens to you, I'm the one left with a crying Shirley.
God. It is nice to have both David and Sophie alive, though. If nothing else. I really wonder how this ending is gonna go, like, seriously.
I hope Keith and David are all right. It's been so long since they went out. Helena?
Thank goodness you're safe!
Where's Keith?
He went looking for you. Oh, but I'm so glad. Now we'll just wait for those two to return and...
Wait! Where are you going?
I have to go. That man's going to come. He'll catch me.
Don't go, Helena. Stay here with us. You'll be all right.
Yes, Helena. You should be safe with us. To go out simply isn't...
Helena! Lance!
What are you thinking? You know how dangerous it is to go it alone?
Let go. If I don't run, that man will catch me.
So then why not stay with us? You gotta calm down, lady.
No! If I'm caught, Keith will...
Keith? What about Keith? Hey, I don't know what you're saying. Hey, wait!
No. No.
Where'd she go?
Lance, what are you doing out here?
You guys. Hey, we saw Helena. She was okay.
Really?
Yeah, but I lost her. We gotta catch up. She should be nearby.
I'm taking you back to the room.
Oh no.
What? You going deaf? I told you your woman's close by.
And what's the plan if you're attacked? You can't run with that leg.
You... Don't you tell me what I can't do.
Lance, stop it.
You know, that cocky freak is scary. But in my eyes, you're scarier. I'm grateful that you saved me. But past that, you're shady as all get out.
Yeah, actually, he kind of is.
I never know what you're thinking. For all the lengths you go to save people, you never show any emotion. Never get upset. Not to mention knowing all about my past and trying to scare me with that. Just like that other guy. Tell me, why do you know about me?
I liked your articles about the Bronx incident. They were pretty on point. I was wondering when I could read more, but more never came, because the author had left journalism.
Huh?
When I heard your name, I had my suspicions, and it turned out I was right. One leading question, and I'd gotten you. I didn't mean to go fishing through your past. I just read your articles, and you talk just like your articles read. Really has that unpleasant attitude.
Yep, that's him.
You should have told me that before. What'd you have to scare me for?
I just wanted to tease you for picking fights with everyone. Want to take it to court? I'll win.
I really don't get you. Can't even tell if you're serious or a huge joker. But I can tell one thing. You're not just an unfeeling RoboCop. The whole never shaken thing is just an act, huh?
I shouldn't be inviting citizens to panic.
Stop saying crap about shoulds and shouldn'ts! Listen, I know. Deep down, you think we're just annoyances. Don't really care what happens to us. 'Cause ultimately, we're total strangers. And you're sketchy as hell for trying to hide that. Why you gotta hide that? If we're just in your way, say it. Don't go so far protecting us that you'll kill yourself off. If you want to save your woman right now, then do it.
Go back to the room, Lance.
I'll look for Helena too.
Did you forget what I just said? You're an annoyance. Go away.
Right you are.
You go back with Lance.
But Keith...
I'll be fine. Don't let him get hurt anymore. Go.
Wait, I'll take you there.
You stick with
Oh
Keith.
boy.
What if something happens to you?
Shut up. It's fine, you babyface.
Babyface?
Alright, we're probably gonna have to fight the Boogie Man again.
I've been waiting, Detective. I'm in a very bad mood right now, because I keep losing to you. Life really doesn't go the way you want it, huh? Even when you try to break up the monotonous days, it just doesn't work out. Sadly enough, even this fun game is almost over. Catch the Boogie Man and you win. Happy end. But that's all right. I'll put up a good fight with you, Detective. Then we'll see what ending we're getting. It goes one way or the other. Victory or defeat. Nice and simple, right?
Alright.
Who are you?
I'm not anyone, Detective.
I did not expect that.
Looks like you did things out of order, Detective. But still, not bad.
Helena?
David, where's Keith?
We came here together earlier, then we split up. He must be that way. Let's go look for him.
Oh no.
Keith! Keith! Please, Keith, get up!
Don't move him, Helena. First we need to stop the bleeding.
Helena, are you there?
I am. It's okay, Keith. We'll stop the bleeding.
Can't see. Blood in my eyes. Helena, you there?
No. Please, Keith. Please. Hold on. Please. Don't leave me. You're the only one I can't lose.
Helena? Helena, what's wrong?
Huh?
You were crying. Have a bad dream?
I had an awful dream.
What was it like?
I don't want to remember it.
Helena, you need to wake up soon.
I want to sleep a little longer.
Poor Helena.
Wake up, Helena. The bad dreams are always the real ones.
Were you asleep, Helena?
I was dreaming.
What kind of dream?
A happy dream.
Good. I'm glad you can get some sleep. Do you think you can eat anything? I'm done cleaning the storeroom, so I thought I'd make you something.
I'm not hungry.
You need to eat, Helena. It's not healthy. I'll make you something simple.
Thanks for your help, Shirley, but it's fine. You don't have to do anything. I'm just glad you came.
If you can get to sleep, then maybe you should sleep. But isn't it chilly by the window? Come to the bedroom.
I want to be here right now. It's my favorite place. I always like to see my son coming home from kindergarten or Keith coming home from work.
This must be a great place then. Helena, you remind me of a friend of mine. She got along really well with her husband. So, when her husband left, she was very depressed. She told me that her son's support helped her get her back on her feet. She was a really good person. When I was introduced to her, she told me she was glad to have a daughter-in-law. But I didn't know much about becoming anyone's family. I thought, if my parents threw me away, how could I ever be a part of a stranger's family? and she noticed my worry. So she told me this. While I had an unhappy marriage, through it, I met my beloved son. But not everyone can have such happy meetings. So, if you're unsure, I won't mind if you run away. Ultimately, I let anxiety get the best of me and I ran. And by the time I resolved to come back, she was already gone. I still regret my cowardice, but I know it's too late. David seemed to think that you and Keith didn't get along, but I never thought that for a second. You were always so concerned for Keith, and Keith always sounded kind when he spoke to you. I knew you must have really valued each other. I thought I'd like to be like that myself, but it's not so easy. I still don't know how to go about it.
I'm sure you just need lots of wonderful memories. It's okay, Shirley. You two will be just fine.
Thanks. Why do the people so close to you always have to go so soon?
Helena, sorry, I was cleaning the living room and I broke something.
Oh.
Hold on, what did you break?
A glass cat?
You broke a Swarovski ornament! What are you doing?
That's why I said I should clean the storeroom. You know I'm clumsy.
There's even more stuff in there! That would be a disaster!
Say what?
You two are just too adorable.
They really are. I'm so happy they got together.
There's nothing to worry about, Shirley. You're a wonderful pair. I know you'll get on fine. I don't want any more bad dreams. I'm exhausted. I just want to have happy dreams.
Helena!
No! No! Please!
Helena.
Added for happy dream. Dang it. This game keeps making me cry. Alright, I'm gonna have to get the happy ending. The real one. I'm gonna follow a guide because it's gonna take me a lot to get the all the items that I need to get it. So there will be a lot of jumping around, but if there's anything to show you all, I will put it in there. Like if it's a videotape or whatever. But yeah. At least I got the very first item, which was the first videotape that we saw. Alright, so as I said, that first videotape that we got way at the beginning was the first thing we get. Next thing we have to get is kind of tricky. I messed up. But it's in here. I have to get a key in here. So there's something in the broken stone. The key. I believe it's to here. Oh, you know what? I still have my hammer. Let's do this. can't remove that.
Helena.
Keith? Keith, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What about you?
Keith, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Helena, your leg's wounded. Hold on, I'll get over there.
Keith, I'm fine. I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Helena? Wait, Helena, I'll be right there. Don't move from that spot.
I'm fine. I swear. I'll be fine. Wait for me, Keith. Don't worry.
Helena!
I know she's afraid, but she could have tried to wait, although, then again, we don't know if anything good would have happened. Next time you see me, we'll be right around when we have to go save David and Shirley. Alright, I do believe this is where I get the next item that I need for the happy ending, so I got the rope from that room past the electrified floor. But yeah, alright. Go down. Ah, lovely. But yeah, down this way. Right before we save David and Shirley. And we watch it in here. Alright, let's see what's on this tape. He is tormenting our wife. He is such a... I mean, he is a bad person, but... Jesus. This is a lot. At least he didn't wave at us this time. Also, I just realized something. This room is actually a code. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. Alright, back here. Think that and that. I have no idea what this does. There was a loud sound in the distance. Think? Aha, yes. Alright, now to actually go save Shirley and David. By the way, the next item that we need for the happy ending is in this room. Now, I had messed up earlier, but basically when we get to the set of rooms where we have the music box and stuff, we take the music box key, use it to open the piano here, find a switch, but we can't do it if we look at the corpse that's kind of a little bit below because David runs away. The painting is hanging out like a door. There seems to be a room inside. Go inside.
David, lend me your lighter. Stay here. Stand by the painting and keep a lookout. Call for me if you see anything strange.
Got it.
A scrap of paper. After the performance last night, the poor little man strolled out of town to the lonely churchyard. The wreath of flowers on Columbine's grave had already faded. There he sat, and what a study for a painter. With his chin on his hand and his eyes turned towards me, he looked like a grotesque monument, a Puccinello on the grave, strange and comical. If the public had seen their favorite, how they would have applauded and cried, "Bravo, Puccinello! Bravo, bravissimo!" Huh? Hey, detective. Up to your silly profiling, it seems. Say, why don't I try doing the same?
You're always carrying a little box with you. A precious little black box. A treasure trove of all you hold dear. Don't you notice the smell from that box? You know what it is, don't you? Do you think you're better than me? Do you want to kill me or befriend me? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Who do I pray to straighten out this crooked tongue?
Mostly storybooks. Hero lunaire. Hero, my laughter have I unlearnt, the image of radiance dispersed. Black waves the banner upon the mast. Pierrot, my laughter have I unlearnt. Oh, now return to me, soul's veterinarian, snowman of lyric, your lunar highness. Pierrot, my laughter. Alright, if I did this right, I should get another scene. Yes. This is where we have to borrow David's lighter.
Don't move. You're under arrest.
Your wifey's got a good butt on her. Really makes me want to chase after her.
God, he's such a creep.
Where is she? Where?
Detective. How careless. Trying to take me on in such close quarters.
Oh, he's gonna tase us. Oh, I see. They are gloves.
I hate to say such a rude thing to a detective, but not really. Dummy.
Oh my god. Oh, that was awful.
Keith, my poor darling. You watched me as I wallowed in the depths of despair. And there you stood, with your back against the edge. Now, it's time that you finally learn. You need pride. You need peace. So go ahead, take it all. But don't you see? In the end, there will be nothing left of you.
I hope I didn't screw anything up, because if I did, that could have been an indicator. Well, a scrap of paper and an IC recorder. Something scribbled on the paper. You just want to hear her.
Where is this? Who are you? What's going on?
Hello, Miss Baring.
Who?
Call me Boogie, ma'am. I'm about to begin a game befitting such a joyful night. I'd appreciate your participation as well. Run from me, miss.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. Where's my husband? Where am I? Why is that man tied up?
Ah, he's an assistant. He can quickly explain to you how this will all work. If I should catch you, this happens. Understand the rules now?
Where's my husband?
Somewhere you wouldn't know about.
Where's my husband?
He can't save you. He's in my grasp. It's up to me if he lives or dies. Now run, Miss Bayring. The game begins, and I am it.
So, I was on the inside of the cell? Thanks for the letter.
Keith.
That big head knocked me out cold.
What? No wonder you took so long. Are you okay?
I could have died easily, but more importantly... No, forget it.
Keith.
Alright, I think there's something I'll be able to do here now. Oh, hey, no, wait, hold on. That door's now unlocked. Cool. Alright. Alright, there should be an item that I need in here. An old video camera appears to be busted. But we got it. Something happened in here. Cupboards. The tableware is coated in dust. A stone oven. An old clock hangs on the wall. It doesn't seem to work. The shelves are filled with miscellaneous items. One of the table legs is broken. A few bloodstains are scattered on the floor. Alright, let's see what's on this tape.
At last, I finally got a hold of you. Oh dear, hurt all over. But what else could I do? You just wouldn't stop running, miss, no matter how much I hurt you. But well, our game of tag's come to a close now. Yes, you can't outrun the scary Boogie Man. Are you relieved it's over, or are you still scared? Well, madam, do you want to run?
You're an unbelievable idiot.
Say again.
Go, Helena.
I called you an idiot. You thought I was running because I was scared. You think I'm scared of you? Maybe you've spent too long in your little closet world to understand. You've convinced yourself that women and children are all scared of you. What were you planning once you caught me? Kill me? And then what? You'd go to kill Keith, right? You told me you had Keith in your hands. Whether he'd live or die was up to me.
I guess that was true. And all this time you've been foolishly chasing after me. You could never kill him. I'm weak. I can't be as strong as Keith is. But there is something I can do, in all my weakness. If I can keep your attention away from Keith by running all the time, I'll run to the ends of the earth. You poor, stupid little Boogie Man. You really are such a child. You just love bullying anyone weaker than you. Go ahead. Have fun in your little world. Call yourself a villain, a monster. But I'll never let you bring my husband into it. Don't you dare lay a hand on him!
He's gonna pay.
You talk too much, madam.
That's the wrong nameplate right there.
That's terrible. Let's hurry and look for Helena. She must be nearby. Keith? Keith, what are you doing? We have to hurry. Keith, are you listening? Hey, what are you staring at? Are you asleep? Get a grip! Come on!
I'm awake. David, you look for Helena. She should be near.
Huh?
Huh? What about you? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go kill a monster.
You know what? Fair enough. Alright. Let's see if I actually get the happy ending.
Wait, Dad? Leave the door open and don't turn out the lights in the hall.
Why?
The boogeyman will come.
What kind of guy is this Boogie Man?
He has long nails and kidnaps kids. He lives in the closet.
A kidnapper? Well, can't leave a guy like that on the loose. Alright, Dad'll give him a good beating. Hey, Boogie, you in there? What the? Hey, let go.
Dad? Dad!
Whew, he was a little tough, but I got him good.
That was so cute. He was a good dad.
No worries, son. Old Boogie won't come for you anymore.
Really?
Would I lie? Me and Mom are in the bedroom right there, you know. You still scared? Oh, need your stuffed bunny, do you? Or should I read you a bedtime story? Maybe the ones with the fairies.
No way! I'm not a wuss, Dad. I can sleep by myself.
That's the spirit. Listen, Todd. If the boogeyman comes to get you again, Dad'll beat him up. I'm not gonna let anyone mess with you or Mom.
'Cause you're a police officer?
'Cause I'm Dad. Good night, son.
Oh. No, I keep crying.
Should I leave the light on?
It's okay. I've got you and Mom.
Good night. I love you.
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Have you ever thought about it, detective? Thought you have an enemy? Who or what it is, you don't even know. Maybe it doesn't even exist. Maybe it's all in your head. But you know there's something tormenting you, always making it so painful. You feel like the whole world's out to make you suffer. Too troublesome to make an enemy of the whole world, right? So just making one enemy will do. I chose you as my enemy. Have I become yours? Oh well, either way, we're gonna settle this right here. Let's end this wonderful game now. Can you beat this final boss and take back your beloved wife?
Oh, yeah. You better believe I can do it.
What's so funny?
Boy, you're really having a blast, huh? What's so funny that you can be all smiles all the time? Total opposite of me. I don't remember the last time I laughed. But I guess we were pretty similar after all. In a sense, it was all a lie. You're always grinning ear to ear, but you're scared, aren't you? So you keep running. You can't go head to head with me. You and me are just acting. You're no scary monster, and I'm no paragon of justice. Final boss? Huh. A big baddie should be a pretty sly guy, shouldn't they? But taking hostages, always on the run, the only thing you can chase after is girls' rumps. You know, I wasn't planning to do anything with you. As long as the others were safe, I was fine leaving you be. I'd secure your hostages and scram, then just leave you to the local police. Because I'm not chasing you. You just keep running from me. What I'm really chasing after. Sorry, but it ain't you. That's right, it's not you. You're my enemy. Spare me the sleep talk. Why would I make my enemy a dunce who just sneaks away? A coward who hides in the closet and threatens kids. And your enemy? Not me either. You've got a lot more enemies. If you go to the slammer, you're gonna be a real popular guy, I can tell. But this is a great chance. No hostages to get in the way, no one watching. So I can do whatever I like with you.
Oh, wow.
Detective, criminal, that doesn't matter now. You've done the number one thing to get on my bad side. You chased after my wife's rump. That alone is enough reason for me to beat you down. Don't you think, Boogie? Can't afford to laugh anymore, can you?
What?
Back to your closet, Boogie Man.
Hmm.
You don't have what it takes to make it over here. Oh, and none of your jokes were funny. Come on, I thought you were tougher than that.
This is a brutal battle.
Huh, I thought you were supposed to be scary. So is this just a warm-up practice, or are you actually gonna attack? Oh, is that it? I was just about to have fun.
Where do you think you're going, Lance?
I'm gonna find them. They've been gone way too long.
Did you forget what he said? It'll be a burden on him to move around on our own.
Well, then after all is said and done, we'll tell him we did just what he said. Of course, you might have all gone stone cold by that time.
Don't joke about things like that.
Sounds like a joke to you? We got 2, maybe 3 corpses around here?
More than that.
What part of don't you get?
Stop, you two. Don't fight.
We'll go search together. I'll lead the way. Sophie and Shirley, you hold hands. And Lance, you watch the rear.
Papa.
You really want to go?
Yes, we'll be all right together. And there's something I'm curious about.
What's that?
This whole incident may just be a great big farce.
What do you mean?
Let's be going.
Helena, where are you?
I knew it.
Helena!
David!
Are you okay?
That man knocked me out. I woke up here. I was unconscious the whole time. Keith!
Helena!
Keith! Where are you?
Always on the run, huh? But marijuana addicts can move better than you. What's in that big head of yours? Brendan?
You, Liz. Detective.
You're Brendan? Why? Stop moving around.
Keith, Helena.
We have to stop the bleeding. Lance!
Richard, help me out.
Sophie, find something to tie him with.
Keith!
Got you.
Keith? You...
Helena, when we get home, let's finish our conversation. No more running.
No! Keith, stay with me, please! Keith!
The servants and Stevie. 10 people died all told. I'm sure glad to be alive now. Feeling glad to even have air to breathe.
Listen, don't you say a word about all this, especially not to your coworkers. If it takes money to shut your yap, I'll pay any price.
Ho, bribery! Where's that money coming from?
My own pockets. Listen, you guys can distort the truth all you want, and I won't say a peep, 'cause that's freedom of the press. But this is different. I've got no tolerance for people pointing and laughing at a wounded friend.
Do I gotta tell you again? I'm not a gossip guy. I hate cops, sure, but I hate gossip too. I won't ask for money, and I won't say a peep, 'cause I'm grateful to the guy. So quit hounding me. But, as an involved party, I've got a right to know what happened there. I just can't wrap my head around it. I talked to Brendan at dinner. Heard he got tired of the musty old castle and ran to Hollywood. Had a lot of fun in the movie biz. So what was the motive?
Guy's gone silent. Sounds like he convinced you he was a goody two-shoes. But I bet you heard a different story in Hollywood. Now that's the kind of thing your lot should be writing about. Nobody knows people's past, usually. But it's easy to fool you into thinking otherwise with a little acting. And once you know somebody's past, you can lead them by the nose. He tricked you all, and tried to kill you. What a farce. Not sure of the motive yet, but he was pretty systematic about it all. Spent a ton of cash beforehand to check up on all the tour attendees. Even did a background check on me.
On you? Why?
'Cause I was going to be on that tour.
No wonder I thought he knew me. The hell, so he just researched us?
That's the oldest trick in the book for us, saying, I know all about you. It makes you superior to the other person, so you can control them. Then they freak out and have to submit. He knew that tactic well. Seeing right through people without any tricks. That's what makes a real monster, ain't it? In his case, he just used money and connections to dig up people's pasts, and played the part of a monster.
But the research wasn't to select candidates, so he just picked randomly. Oh, damn, was he just in it for fun?
He really was a monster, though. He did kill people.
Now, my turn to ask questions. What you tell me is the only way I can figure out this incident. Give me anything you got. First, Brendan, or Boogie rather. What kind of man was he?
How should I say it? I suppose he had no emotion. That's how I saw him. He said such terrifying things without a care. He hardly showed any human feelings. He really was like a monster.
Keith told me he was a real jester.
Jester? Absolutely not. I would have much preferred if he were at least a little silly. He was a very disturbing, terrifying man. He was totally calm as he did awful things.
Richard, you seem to have a suspicion he might be Brendan. Why do you think that?
When my daughter went missing, and I panicked thinking that man might have taken her, Keith told me something. This was the kind of person who would show corpses as decoration. So if he did take Sophie, he'd show off proof of it, meaning she was still safe. Luckily enough, I didn't see them, but indeed, evidently, there were many dead bodies left around. As Keith said, my daughter hadn't fallen into his grasp. He was correct in his assumption. That made me realize something unusual about what he'd said. Keith said he saw the moment Brendan's neck snapped, and his corpse was quickly dropped into the basement. Isn't that odd? Why did he quickly put Brendan's corpse out of sight? Why did he treat him differently from the other victims?
'Cause he didn't want you investigating it. He's got some keen insight, I'll give him that. So you suspected this was a farce plotted by Brendan?
No, well, I suggested that since Keith hadn't checked the corpse, he might still be alive. I only wanted to believe there was a chance he was alive. I had no conviction about the rest, so I didn't speak about it to Keith. I wouldn't dare risk throwing him off with my amateur opinion, not to mention we didn't know whether his wife was safe.
Apparently, Keith saw the moment Brendan's head came off, actually.
Was it a doll?
Right you are. Packed with neat little blood packs, it seems. Brendan was hung upside down and had his mouth taped up, and it was dark enough to be hard to tell who's who. Just dressing him up the same way made Keith assume it was him. On top of all those flashy rave lights, he dropped the corpse down below so it was impossible to check it closer. And since Keith saw the tour conductor killed right after that, of course, he'd think Brendan was killed too.
If I'd said something, maybe this could have been resolved sooner, but I was paralyzed with fear. I was only worried about my daughter, even when Keith was running all over the place for us.
Don't worry about it. Keith did all that 'cause he wanted to. That's all. He's deeply glad you're all safe. Now, little lady, can we hear from you too?
Hear what?
Anything. What you thought. What you noticed.
Well, I knew he was a fake, because I've met the real Boogie Man.
He sure has.
Sophie, stop it. Not this tale again.
Fine, if you say so, Papa. Guess I'm not saying a word.
Go ahead, please. Meeting the real Boogie Man sounds pretty juicy. Can you tell me more?
Maybe not really met. He just touched my shoulder. But his hand was cold as ice. Right away I knew it wasn't human. That guy's hands were human, though. They had warmth, so I knew he was just a regular guy.
Huh. So Boogie Man's hands are cold, eh? Tell that to my little squirts. Anything else you noticed?
I feel like he might get angry if I say this.
I won't. Tell me.
That guy had this cold and emotionless air, like you couldn't tell what he was thinking at all. It reminded me of Mr. Keith, a little.
You still think that way now?
Not even, because Mr. Keith got really mad at me. He was like, "Don't worry your papa ever again."
Red paint? On his face? There was nothing like that. It was all red from blood spurts, though.
Really? Keith told me he had a weird paint on a torn paper bag. And one more thing. Did you see any red graffiti in the castle? Or any monsters? Hear any phones ringing?
No, I didn't.
Whoa, so that was all in Keith's head?
Mr. Hoover, you're colorblind, if I recall. Maybe you just couldn't see the paint.
Yeah, but it's white and pink I get mixed up. I can see red just fine.
Well, and you, miss?
I saw quite a bit of the castle, but none of that. Did you hear that from the others?
Don't get me wrong. I don't think you're lying. The others said they saw nothing too. But then, that makes Keith the one talking nonsense.
I don't think Keith is necessarily lying.
What do you mean?
Because people don't always see the same things you do.
Thanks for the assistance, you two. Sorry about calling you in 2 weeks after the fact.
Is not everything settled yet?
The police there are in the middle of their investigation. My role is just to assist. I'm going to report your testimonies to them, and that's that. I'll be off now. Eric, take them to the entrance.
When our son died, I thought my own life was over too. I couldn't think about anything. Nothing had any taste. But tears would suddenly come anyway. I don't remember anything about what I did back then, but I do remember one thing. That Keith was always at my side. When I wailed and shouted, he'd hug me, stroke my hair, say it was okay. Eventually, I adjusted to life without our son. I found I could laugh again. But when I got my own emotions back, I realized Keith had stopped laughing. I had been broken, and so had Keith. Over time, I was able to heal, but he didn't. He was still stuck in the moment of Todd's death. He was always supporting me, so he never faced up to himself. I struggled to be at least a little stronger. Next time, I would protect him, since I wanted him to laugh again. But I couldn't. I couldn't repay anything to Keith. And I realized I was a burden on him that would keep him from ever walking again. So, even if we're far apart, as long as he can laugh again, then that's the best choice I can make.
My wife always brings me more milk before I go to bed. And last Father's Day, my little squirt tried cooking me a meal. I definitely don't need milk to get to sleep. And the kids cooking, I'll be blunt.
Oops.
But I'm glad for it. Usefulness and collateral don't mean a thing with this stuff. Keith didn't stay close to you expecting something in return. That's just what he wanted to do.
I'm so sorry I skipped through some of that dialogue.
You guys have got too much sympathy. You don't mind getting hurt for the sake of the other. But can't you notice that one of you being hurt hurts the other? You've just been getting more and more wounded as you go along. You're propping Keith up too, Helena. He can fight day after day, because he knows you're waiting at home, as much as I tease him about it. Don't think of yourself as baggage. Depend on him as much as you need. That's what he wants too.
Keith grabbed my hand and smiled, even though he was stabbed and wounded.
And what'd he say?
Got you.
'Cause he finally got what makes him happiest. But, man, too much discrepancy between your guys' testimonies and Keith's. Just how am I gonna report this to their department? Hey, Helena, he went back home from the hospital today, right? Can I come talk with him now?
I'm sorry. Before he goes back home, there's a place he's going to visit. And I'm planning to head there myself. Keith.
I've always wanted to cry like this. I never forgot about him. Not for a single day. Ever since he died, I was scared. I felt like even the slightest sign of weakness would make it all crumble. I acted like I felt nothing, like nothing disturbed me. I thought then I might be able to fool everyone, even myself. It was so stupid. I was broken a long time ago. It was all garbage, but I acted like a champion of justice. It always felt off. Whoever I was working for, I never felt repaid. And I saw you were safe, and you came up to me. Finally, I felt happy again. Acting strong just made me weak. It was pointless. Todd would never forgive his father staying broken forever, because I promised I'd protect his mom. I'll take off the blindfold. I'm gonna laugh, even if it's at a stupid TV show. If I'm pissed, I'll get mad. And if I'm sad, I'll cry. First, I guess there'll have to be counseling. There's something seriously wrong with my head, seems like. It's gonna be a busy time. And it's gonna be so busy, I won't be able to do it alone. Helena, I don't think I can deal with just being a good loser. I want a chance. Let me chase after you. Let me get down on my knees. You're the only one I want waiting for me.
There's no need for a chance. Didn't I tell you? Divorce or decide. I've decided. Haven't you too? We only ever have one umbrella, so we hold it together. And it's fine if we get a little wet, because it'll soon be sunny again.
Happy end. Come rain, come shine. I'm muting this music just in case it's copyrighted. Wait a minute. Really? And I got an achievement for that ending. Congratulations on beating the Boogeyman, and thank you for playing this game. Additionally, so if you played the previous 2 games in the series, which I did. This game was fully voiced with the help of voice actors. Due to the author's fatigue, there's no bonus scenario, but I did receive comments from each of the actors, so take the upper door if you're interested. The Something Man series has come to a turning point. The general storyline ends in the next game. I have plans for serious and silly extra chapters afterward, so please play those if you're interested. Lastly, once more, congratulations on beating the game, and thank you for playing. Alright. That was the Sandman. Alright, let's watch the bonus scene. Or it looks like him anyways.
How many times have we come here again?
Oh, 5, I think.
Ugh, I can't stand it. We've told them the same story over and over. There's gonna be rumors at school about Sophie frequenting the police station.
Now, Sophie, don't complain. The police are doing their best, and it's been a month now. This must be the last time. I'm sure of it. Does my princess require a beverage to quell her temper? What shall it be, your majesty?
Orange juice.
Very well. I'll go buy some.
Thanks.
He's a good dad. He spoils her a bit much, but...
Hey, when those dogs attacked me, you saved me, right?
Oh, that would be why they fell asleep. The Sandman.
I can't imagine any other reason those dogs would fall asleep so quickly. Thanks. I'm having a great time lately. I'm getting along great with Papa and Anne, and Reagan, well, if she wants to get along, I'll give her a chance. Things are so much better than when I carried all my burden myself. Now I know there's someone always looking out for me. Sometimes I really miss you. You're doing okay, right? How about the other fairies? You know,
Sorry to butt in.
Ah! Hold on, wait! You got the wrong idea. I'm not a weirdo or anything, okay?
Yes, you are.
Don't touch me. Rats with a thing for daydreaming aren't the most comfortable people to be around.
Keith.
I'm not daydreaming. Keep it between us, but I've met some fairies. So you don't believe me?
No, I do. I met one when I was a kid, too.
Really?
Yeah, this hobo in the area always had a head full of dandruff, so I called him the Dandruff Fairy. Oh yeah, and I've got a coworker who eats non-stop cup noodles. The cup noodle fairy. Want to be introduced?
Why won't you believe me?
A 37-year-old who believes in fairies ain't exactly socially adjusted, don't you think? But hey, if they do exist, put in a request to one of your fairy friends to get me some wings. Big, fluffy, pink ones.
What do you use those for?
Just want some wings. Why not? Mr. Detective wanna fly away. Huh. You angry? Better step off. One of your friends might cast a spell to turn me into a fluffy white kitty. Maybe instead of filling your head with stupid fantasies, fill in that chest a little. It's so pathetic I can't even look at it.
No! That is rude. Keith, how dare you? That's kind of gross.
Ugh!
What's wrong?
Haven't been able to sleep since last night, even though I'm sleepy. It's weird.
Oh, no.
Did you take any medicine?
Yep. Anxiolytics. Sleeping pills. Guess they're not working.
Let's talk to each other then. Before you know it, you'll be sound asleep, and it'll be morning.
Oh no, the Sandman's getting revenge on him now.
Don't you need to sleep? You don't have to stay up for me.
It's fine. I'll stay with you until you're snoozing away.
Maybe some exercise would have been better.
Admittedly, that was still cute. Strange Men series number 1, The Crooked Man. Oh, I see. These are images from the other ones. The Sandman. The Hanged Man, which we're going to play next. Alright. This is the VIP room for the fully voiced version's voice actors, as well as the translator. You can hear about everyone's other projects and thoughts on acting in this game. Sure.
Hello, I'm the voice for the Boogie Man. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Dave Ossity, the voice of the Boogie Man, but you could just call me Dave. I must say, it was an honor to be able to work with Uri and all the other actors and actresses on this game. I've been a big fan of Uri's games for some time, and when I saw that she was having an audition for a new project, I thought I might try out for a role. I'm not a professional voice actor, in my opinion, but I have done some voiceover work in my past, and I have done some scary story readings. You can find them on YouTube if you're interested. Just search on my name. Anyway, I auditioned and now I'm here in Uri's game. I really enjoyed bringing her character of the Boogeyman to life. Helping Uri create this game was a fun and rewarding experience for me, and I'm very glad to have been a part of it. I'm also glad that you decided to play this game and have made it this far. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed playing the Boogeyman.
I sure did.
Hi, I'm the Overlord Bear. You can call me Tob or Tobby, or maybe Tobs. I know. What do you want to call me? Anyway, I voiced Brendan Dumont here in Uri-san's The Boogeyman. I'd like to thank Uri-san for letting me be in this project. I'm glad to be a part of the making of an awesome game in Uri-san's awesome Strange Men series, and I'm glad that I have met and made friends with certain people in the production group. How difficult was figuring out the puzzles in the game? How difficult was figuring out the identity of the person behind the mask of the fake Boogeyman? I'd like to know, though I think Uri-san would like to know that and more of your thoughts about the game even more. Also, I'd like to say that if I were a character in the TBM story, I think Brendan would probably do one of three things. Number 1, place me at main character level, maybe even at protagonist level considering my liking for heroism. Number 2, turn me into a butt monkey that doesn't get killed during the plot but gets tortured for comedy, for Brendan at least, a lot because of my social awkwardness. And 3, kill me because I was pretty nosy and then ended up knowing too much about his plans. Maybe you would do a mix of the 3 choices. Indeed, being one of Brendan's victims is a freaking scary thought. Oh, and I'd like to know your honest constructive feedback on my voice acting. Also, if you want to know more about me, please go to theoverlordbear.wordpress.com. Oh, and maybe you'll find something interesting if you go to brendanscastle.tumblr.com.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out at some point.
Now, Excuse me while I take over and renovate a certain blonde Two-Face's castle.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're playing this. My name is Winter Johnson, and I'm the voice of Richard Grundler. Congratulations on getting through this story of death, fear, and loss. I hope the emotional scars will fade in time. Working on this game has been a very fun experience for me, and working with the developer has been a delight. She has been very encouraging and reasonable, yet is not afraid to mention when something needs reworking. Seeing the story grow and watching these characters develop and change and fight and die has been fascinating to watch. As an actor, I am so happy to have been given the opportunity to help bring this story to life. I hope you enjoyed playing the game as much as I did acting in it.
Winter also voiced the Doctor. Oh, that's cool.
Hi, I'm Chocolate. I do the voice of Sophie. I'm really glad I got to be in this game, especially that I got to play Sophie. I really related to her story in The Sandman, so it's just really awesome that I'm doing her voice, you know? I'm also working on a game, though it has a long way to go before it's finished. It's called Dollhouse, and it'll also be a puzzle exploration type game.
I'll have to look that up, see if it's actually been done. Notice, the full text of the voice actor's messages is on the author's website. Oh, cool.
Hello, this is Nervous from misanthropop.com, aka Lance Canal. I'm recording this with help from my new assistant, Borscht. Say hi, Borscht! I've been a fan of both Uri and VG Person's output for a couple of years now, so it really was a pleasure and an honor to spend the last year working on the Boogie Man alongside them. I've also met a lot of interesting and lovely people from all over the world in the form of my fellow actors and actresses. I suppose Lance would say, "What do you want from me? I've done my job already, give me a break." But I'd really like to thank Uri and VG Person for the wonderful opportunity that they gave me, and I hope we can all work together again someday. I'd also like to thank you for playing the game, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks.
I loved it. I actually quite enjoyed this game. I will give my thoughts later.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse, aka Stevie, and thanks for playing the Boogie Man. I've had a fantastic time working on this project, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. As a last note, I just want to give you all a recommendation to look out for future titles from Electric Pop Studios, a game designing group I'm a part of. We're in the beginning stages, so we haven't released anything yet, but hopefully we'll be getting started on that soon. Hope you all enjoyed listening to me die. Have a good one.
Hello, this is a Doxographist, and I am the voice actress for Shirley, who is a cool chick who's tough and dependable. And I'm not like that at all, because I'm a big weenie baby and I get scared really easily. So that's where I'm at. Either way, it's been a lot of fun doing voice work for this project. I'm sad that I don't have anything more to record, but I am also happy to see it all come together beautifully. Voltron-like.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what Voltron is in Japanese. Never mind. Yeah.
It is Beast King Go Lion, at least the actual robot and the anime that's from, but I believe Voltron was made off of, well, mashed together 3 different anime series, if I recall correctly. But yeah, the one with the actual robot that we know as Voltron was Beast King Go Lion.
So I guess a bit about me. I'm a doxographist. I'm from Canada. I speak English and I speak French as well. I don't really do voice acting in French though, but bonjour, ça c'est mon français, je suis bilingue, français-anglais, mais mon anglais est supérieur que mon français, meilleur, peux-je dire. Yeah, so I've been voice acting for maybe about 3 to 4 years, around that ballpark, and mostly I voice deeper women, tough chicks. Ugh. I voice a lot of young boys, I voice some tomboy girls, that kind of stuff. The main project that I do is Let's Read Homestuck on YouTube, which is a comic dub of a webcomic called Homestuck. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but I voiced Jade Harley.
Jade Harley, who is a high-pitched girl, and it's kinda different from my regular voice, but whatever.
I do a lot of comic dubs with the group that produces Let's Read Homestuck. It's called Collab HQ if you want to look it up. And yeah, I don't know if I have much to add. I've done voice work for a couple of games, but mostly what I do is I do motion comics and I do comic dubs. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed playing the game. I hope you got spooked. You got your willies Jimmy wrestled, scared. You know, expressions meaning you got frightened. And yeah, sorry, this is I'm not great at talking about myself, but either way, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Later.
Hello everyone, my name is Max. To most people on the internet, I'm known as Blue Neon Light Show. On YouTube, I go by Epsilon, and I voice Keith for this game. Yeah, I know, lots of names. This was the first time I tried voice acting, so yeah, sorry if I didn't do as good of a job as I could have. It's really been an honor doing this for Yuri. I honestly didn't expect getting the part. Some friends on Skype said that they were trying out for the Boogie Man, and I thought it would be fun to try. Turns out, Yuri liked my voice, so imagine my surprise when I actually got the part. I really like playing the role as Keith. I always liked the cold-hearted characters that work on the side of justice, and is willing to do anything to save the day. Kinda like Jack Bauer, I guess. Anyway, please try out the other games whenever you get the chance. There's the Sandman, the Crooked Man. I mean, go and check them out if you haven't yet. Thank you for playing through the game, keeping me alive, and more importantly, thank you for saving my life. I'm sure Serene will be happy that you saved Helena too. Unless you got the other 4 endings first.
I did.
Then, anyway, feel free to talk to any of us. We all have Skype. Mine is neon.l.show. I should probably stop talking now. Congratulations, and good night.
I don't have Skype, so I mean, I'd be too shy anyways, but still.
Hey there. I was actually thinking about saying I'm not actually the voice actor of Toad, but in the end, nah. So, great thanks to Uri, the great game's equally great creator, who was also really sweet along the creation of the game, Visual Person, Her Majesty the Translator Queen, and the voice actors, who helped bring this together with their lovely voices. It was a pleasure to work with all of them. And of course, we can't forget you. Good job for getting the good ending, by the way. Oh, and just a note, if I do something the later days, it probably won't be in the same name. Something like Nobody maybe. I have a Twitter with that name, but then again, who knows. Anyways, thank you. I love you.
Heya, Serenity Harper here, the voice of Helena Baring. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on beating the game. I hope you had fun playing and liked the ending, or endings you got. It's been a great pleasure and an honor to work on this project alongside everyone. I never expected to get Helena's role since it's my first time voice acting, and to tell you the truth, my audition was very messy. I have quite a lot of things to talk about, but in order to avoid bogging down players with minutes upon minutes of talking, I have written my overall thoughts about the game down on my blog. It will be made available once people have reached this to avoid spoiling stuff. For those who are interested in reading it, the blog is helenabaring.tumblr.com.
Cool, check it out.
Thank you so much again for playing the Boogie Man. If you ever want to talk, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Serene Harper. I'll give you warm hugs and pats on the back for a job well done. Alright, that sounds weird. Right. Anyways, take care always and catch you later.
Hey there, this is Cyril and I voiced Eric. I hope you enjoyed the game, and what a great game it was, right? Thanks to everyone who worked on it, especially Yuri. This was my first try at voice acting, so I hope you liked it. It was such a great experience for me. Moving on, I'm a freelance artist. If you're interested in seeing my work, then just visit my website. A real amazing thing this was for me, and I hope that it was for you as well. Take care, player. Until next time.
Hello, I'm Manly Badass Hero, the voice of Dick Anderson. I've been a big fan of the Strange Men series, so when I saw there was auditions, I sent some improv and general recordings, And not only was I accepted, I also found out Uri was a fan of my playthroughs of her games, which needless to say made me feel a bit giddy. Personally, I've liked the games not only because of their similarities to things like Silent Hill, but also that they're relatable to people with depression. Whether or not you're an adult or a young person, I think dark times in your life can really change your perspective on the world, and sometimes this makes you a crooked man. Anyway, I've been glad to help work on this project, and until next time, thanks for playing.
Nice. Alright, I think I've spoken to all of them. I liked hearing their thoughts. Here I have comments from the translator VG Person, who was a crucial helper in the development of the Boogie Man. VG Person translates most of my games to English and conveys announcements to English fans. And she always works blazing fast. When she translated The Sandman in just a couple days, I could have gotten down on the ground and licked her shoes. So then, her comment. Hi, it's VG Person. If you played the previous games in the series in English, you probably know of me. I translated those too, is why. This time I helped Uri through development to realize her dream of having English voice acting. She's very grateful, as you can see, and insisted I get to make comments here too. FYI, these comments are different in the Japanese version. Really boring stuff. Most Japanese players wouldn't have any idea who I am, is the thing. Uri mentioned the idea of English voice acting on Twitter, and I was wondering if she wanted my help with it, so I figured I should make the offer. Maybe it was more of an idle thought than it seemed, but ultimately, it happened. To make a 1.5 year long story short, too late. I helped with all the things English in development, though Uri did try to take care of some things herself, so as not to bother me too much. As you might have noticed. Well, hey. It's been part of the charm since The Crooked Man. Seriously though, she did plenty of coordination with the actors by herself, unless it was complicated. There were challenges. I've never translated anything that was going to be voice acted before. Didn't always have full context. Uri had issues writing scripts in a timely fashion, etc. If there's a next time though, it should go better. But all that said, Uri, while you may have apologized for making me translate like 200 lines of dialogue every time you sent a script, forever sorry about bothering me because I must be busy. Don't worry, I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for making this game. All right. That was lovely. That was the Boogie Man, and it was definitely quite an interesting experience. While I hadn't found The Sandman particularly spooky, this really went all in on the horror, and it was incredibly gruesome. In fact, I found that a lot of this game was very emotionally jarring. The gameplay was absolutely fantastic. I think Uri's game-making skills have definitely evolved over time, and this one was quite complex. Every puzzle made me really have to think, and sometimes it even took me 2 or 3 tries. Not to mention the fact that the map was gigantic, and I had to work hard to remember where everything was. It was well done, though. It really did feel like running through an old castle trying to find a murderer. I didn't even know if there was like a time limit for finding people, but I'm glad there wasn't. And I was fond of the way that we had to work to get each of the endings. Speaking of the endings, all of them, save for the happiest one, broke my heart. It was painful to allow David or Sophie to die for the first 3, and in the ending where Keith took Helena's life, it actually shocked me. I hadn't expected that. I also had struggled a bit at first to figure out who the Boogie Man was. I would probably be a terrible detective because Brendan had me really fooled, and I had no idea that he used a prop to fake his death. That entire twist was excellent, and I loved it. All of the pain and heartbreak was worth it, though. It was interesting to get all of the endings and to see how things played out depending on who lived, who died, etc. And I'm glad I put the work in to get every single one of them, especially since the happy end was perfect. I even thought the bonus scene was quite funny. I really enjoyed it, even if Keith was rude to Sophie. It did make me laugh. It has just been so nice to see all of these characters in every game, and I love seeing how each of the previous stories got a little shout out here and there. And it was cool to see how the characters grow and how their lives change, you know? I thought that the tie-ins were very well done. I also really enjoyed the voice acting. It was nice to hear the characters come to life like that. And I am so happy that we got to hear some commentary from the voice actors at the end. I'll have to check them all out on their respective social media and stuff. But the only one that I was familiar with was Manly Badass Hero. But it's nice to get other people to check out for whatever sorts of art and such that they produce. Overall, I'd say that out of the 3 games in the Strange Men series that I've had a chance to play, this was my favorite. It definitely had a good horror vibe. The puzzles were challenging, but they were fun to figure out, and I just liked the characters and the story. Even if it was, for a lack of a better phrase, positively horrific. I truly look forward to playing the last game in this series as well. And I've been having a great time with the Strange Men series. So, thank you all for watching. This has been a long journey, so I hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you did like it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me but you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and sometimes extras and shorts randomly throughout the week. I also stream on Twitch on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Fridays are usually twice a month, but they have been known to be more, and sometimes less. I hope to see you all next time. Bye!